to Hank's True Barbecue. I'm your host Hank, and today we're going to do some Secreto Iberico. This is the famous pork from the Iberian Peninsula. So this is basically, as you can see, it's extremely well marbled. One of my big favorites. We're going to do hot and fast cook. This one is embedded in the shoulder of the pig. So I'm just going to use charcoal and getting that started. To match this fantastic piece of pork, I'm actually going to do some Brussels sprouts with a little twist. So I think the flavor should just be a match made in heaven. So waiting for the fire to get started. Once that's done, we're going to sear this one real fast, real hot. I'm actually going to use a cast iron pan. The reason for that is, as you can see, with all that fat, that's more or less going to burn up pretty quickly. So I'm just going to put a cast iron pan on top of the fire. That way I get a really nice sear without the flames and the fire and the burnt fat. Also, I'm prepping the Brussels sprouts inside. I'm gonna add a little twist to them to make them stand out, make it a really nice side dish. You can try it home. Full recipe is always available on hankstruebarbecue.com, so check it out. Just a few more minutes and then we can get started grilling. Now I'm using the slow and sear as I always do when I'm cooking in the kettle, but I'm not going to add water, of course, since we're cooking at a high temp today. But still, it's really nice to be able to get that true two-zone separation. This is hot and this is a bit cooler, so I can use all the space in the grill and then move over to the hot side whenever needed. So I pre-boiled the Brussels sprouts a little bit. Now they're ready, so I'm going to add some creme fraiche. 6 tablespoons. There we go. And we're going to add some Dijon mustard. Now these have a nice bitter taste, and I want to complement that by adding a bit of strong mustard. And also, just to complement all that bitterness and tang from the mustard, I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of honey. This is gonna be real good. Nice doing an outdoors cook like this, all outdoors. Well, minus spoiling the sprouts, of course. I could have done it on the grill, but what the hey. Okay, stir a little bit, and we're gonna add some salt, and then this is gonna be real nice. Sweet. I'm gonna get some salt from inside, and I think we're getting close to done on these, so I'm just gonna keep them here on low heat and then start frying the meat. Now the fire is getting really nice and hot. I'm gonna put the cast iron pan here because in order to sear properly, I want this to get really well heated up, so we'll give it a few minutes and then drop the meat in. Now the pan is getting warm. I cut the meat in half so it's gonna fit into my little cast iron pan. Here's a beer for the chef. Another good reason to have a two-zone setup. So I think we're gonna start searing. Again, this is gonna be relatively quick. As you can see, the meat is quite thin. So fry it for a few minutes per side. Flip relatively often. As you can see, I don't add any fat because there's so much marbled fat that's going to render out into the pan, so no need for extra. But this is so rich and so flavorful, you're going to love it. Still a ways to go, but looking good. Quite a lot of fat rendering out here. So the first one's done. So I'm just gonna move that over here and then put the second one in. As you can see in here, no extra fat needed. Oh, this is nice. Smells fantastic over here. As you can see, the muscle fibers are quite easy to spot here, so nice to know when you're cutting across the grain, as always. Alright, I think we're done. Gonna slice these up, move them away from the heat, and serve. Alright, let's slice these babies, and then I'm gonna add some Brussels sprouts, and then it's time for lunch. See, this is looking really good. Just a bit pink in the middle. Now this isn't normal pork, so don't overshoot on temps on this one. I've got to sample some right off the bat. Oh wow, this is such an amazing flavor. You gotta try this, guys. Now we're gonna add some Brussels sprouts, and I think lunch is ready. Should make a nice presentation right here in the cast iron pan. See, this was a nice easy cook outdoors. Super fast with the Secreto, you gotta try it, and this nice touch on Brussels sprouts, make it creamy, make it complement the really fatty pork in a nice way. So, thanks for watching.